Welcome back on the channel. My name is Peacekeeper. Today for you guys, we are doing a quick little CWL recap. So, Knights of Zion, we end up staying in Masters League 1, which is not too bad. I wish we were able to be promoted this month, but it just wasn't in the cards. But I think we did pretty decent. We ended up being third in the group. Team Elena ended up promoting. They were like the better clan. Team Elena number 2. Drogo, those are really decent clans. Really decent attacks that they did against us, and they've been putting up some decent numbers through the Citadel as well. We didn't do too bad when it comes to stars. Horn ended up getting 20, shout out to Horn, Old Mini, Old Baby, so College, Knowledge, sorry, Arcane. I ended up coming 7th. I didn't do the best attack. 16 stars is definitely not my best. Probably one of my lowest in Citadel. But I guess I did pretty okay in circumstances. I didn't do like the best attacks that I normally would do. A couple fails, 2-star fails and stuff. So I didn't do too good, but we did end up being able to stay in our league. So it wasn't too bad. So let's go over to War 1 and just show off what we currently did. I got Bighorn to help me out a little bit. So we ended up going to show off some of the hits from day one. You guys already know my hits already, so I won't really show off my hits. But we're gonna show off. I'll probably show off like 2 hits as well. 2 hits a day, I think. You'll see. So Bighorn. We're gonna show off one of his. I have no clue. This is the first time I'm actually looking at any of these raids, anyway. So I have no clue what happens. Yes, we see the 3-star, but I want to see how the 3-star ended up happening. So by Bighorn. Number 2 and number 8. Subbola Smash. Haven't really seen much Subbola Smash at 2017. I still using Legacy, but like war wise, have not seen Subbola Smash in a long time. So 5 healers, minion prince. Sorry, why did I say minion prince? Apprentice warden, 2 balloons, 2 wall breakers, a baby dragon, 3 roots. So using the roots for the soup bowlers, interesting. 2 archers, 5 soup bowlers, and a minion. And the spell calm is 5 rages, 3 freezes, and a poison and log launcher. My guess, yeah, he's in the CC. So the equipment, his equipment is basically max. Rocket ball and earthquake boots. I don't know why. I honestly forgot the name of the equipment. Frozen arrow and magic mirror, Cry Warden, Eternal Tome, and Healing Tome. Interesting. And then we are saving, yeah, Hard Puppet and what's it called? Hard Puppet and Electric Boots. There you go. So let's see where he ended up going in. So Bear Dragon on the top. So he was gonna push the queen down. So he wants the queen. Oh, so instead of doing a warden, he's actually doing a queen walk. So he's gonna queen walk down. He drops siege barrage over on the far side. So he's probably gonna send some bullets through here. Queen walk with the apprentice warden. Drops in the support breaker. So he's probably wants his queen to go for the town hall. A secondary wall breaker did not do what he wanted to do. The queen will take out the king as well, and also take out the what's it called? I'm spacing right now, forgetting the name of the defenses. But everything is going down. Drops king, queen, as well as the ground warden with the RC down behind. So bullets gonna work your way through. Proxy warden's ability. I like that. Like he has the roots so that it actually helps everything work their way through. Free spell on the Ricochet cannon, the multi cannon, drops another rage. He has 2 freezes as well as a rage. Giga Bomb goes off, Poison Tower throws. Town Hall is going to go down here. Well done. And he also has an extra freeze. The king doesn't have his ability anymore. He did use his earthquake boots and the spiky ball. He freezes over the far right hand side to help take out the scatter shot as well as the bow. I freeze that bow. RC styles or ability, Queen styles ability styles, 2 archers in his back pocket. Everything is going through pretty good. RC still going on. That's why I love with the Super Bowl, the Super Bowlers, because that's that damage that they can do on the back end of defenses. It's really, really good. That's why I like these Warriors as a whole with that triple bounce, which is really, really good. RC says ability, Queen says ability, 24 seconds left, is going to 4-time exit. He's going to pop his RC's ability, pop the Queen's ability as well to get more Queens on the board. And that is a very nice triple from Bighorn. Great attack. Great attack. We're also gonna go up to the top, and I saw Knowledge has one as well, so let's show two. It's gonna be a pretty long video. Okay, so now what we have is Root Riders. We have straight Root Riders with RC charge. You also have 11 Barbarians as well. These Super Barbarians and 6 Valkyries. He also has Troop Thrower. Let's look at his abilities. You can see same abilities normally for most heroes. In this one, he does have the Healer Puppet and the Arrow. And then with the Queen, Warden, sorry, Eternal Tome and Healing Tome in the RC. Hair Spell and Electro Boots. So let's see what our boy Knowledge has in store for us. So these are a lot of these players as well are from Cyclonic Gaming. If you guys don't know what Cyclonic Gaming is, Knights Design ended up partnering up with Cyclonic Gaming so that we can just get a different feel of how I guess the pros would play Cyclonic and some that are actually in the clan. So I like the experience we were able to. They help us a lot with Citadel when it comes to putting different accounts in different Citadels, because we have like a lot of players, and they have like a lot of clans too, partnered up with the clans that we have already. So it just makes it easier for us when we're doing our rosters and stuff. So shout out to Cyclonic Gaming. So nice and RC charge into the middle, pulling the CC. So that's a really nice funnel. So you can go in anywhere. He drops his archer on the far right hand side to actually pull the ice columns, just to get them out of the way because they're annoying. He's gonna probably drop it. Oh, he actually drops the ice column as well. He drops the Queen as well with the Arrow and the Hero Puppet to pop off that invisibility spell. It's invisibility spell cover. Queen is working on the ice columns. Ice columns are gonna freeze up a little bit, which is not too bad. One of the roots was able to be pulled in and pull that poison tower, which is actually pretty good, and get rid of the Giga Bomb. So he doesn't have to work with Giga Bomb at all. He does have a lot of spells. He pops the Eternal Tome and the Healing Tome right off the bat with the Grand Warden, because the Town Hall multi, everything is fire spreader, everything is raining down on those Root Riders. He still has 2 more Rages. He also has a lot of elite barbarians, and that Troop Thrower is still yeeting troops and barrels over to the far side where the Queen is, which is really, I like that. I love that siege. That siege is very fun. Wallbreaker just got smoked by the fire spreader, and that's the rest of the barrels for the Troop Thrower. He raises up his RC. RC is gonna work her way down. He does have a single and still have the minion prints to worry about. He pops the RC's ability. Single is on the Queen, but the Queen is gonna go down to this single target Inferno Tower. It's not looking. It's looking really good. He still has the King's ability too. A lot of Valkyries. Pops the King's ability. Does some damage to Monolith. Does some damage to single, and the Warden is still going to work his way through with Diggy, which is interesting having Diggy on the Warden, but he's going to get through, and he is going to get the triple. Great hit Knowledge, great hit. But let me know down below, should I show off live attacks from my clanmates? I think that'd be way better. I'll need to be able to get them off the bat though. So no, day 2 versus Drogo 34-36. We sadly didn't have someone with a no-show, so we ended up losing this war. Maybe if we won this war, it would have gone way differently. But it's all good. It happens. We really wish that they didn't. They did a no-show. Kind of really sucked. It really did suck. So day 2. We're gonna check out Ethan. Let's see what Ethan did. So, mass Root Riders, mainly 9 Root Riders and 12 Valkyries, more like a mass Valkyrie army. He has the same equipment, basically, we show off. As normal with like all the Root Rider armies, normally you only change like one depending on if you want to use like the arrow or not, but most of the time all the equipment is the same. So he's gonna run in with the RC charge, weekend 2-time exit. He's gonna go in here to get 2 ricochet cannons as well as the fast spitter. He probably wants the queen as well. He's working his way through. Nice use of his invisibility spells. 3 visits later, he's going down, go to the king. He doesn't want that to happen. He probably wants RC to go into the middle. There you go. RC sends her going to the middle yet. You know she turns back around, but he pulls her out because he had the haste spell on her. He mistakenly did that by the way. You can see the siege branch popped right away. He mistakenly clicked the siege branch. He probably was trying to click his king to drop down his king. Use the Eternal Tome, freeze at the Town Hall. He has a rage and an extra heal as well. And he's going to work his way through to the single. They turn around, go to mono, then they back off all the way down to the last multi, and it's gonna go pretty smooth. It was a lower Town Hall 17, but even if it's lower Town Hall 17, he's still gonna be able to triple it, and he does exactly that. Great attack by Ethan. Really, really good attack. Really good attack. The next one, like I said, I have not seen any of these, by the way, so we're just seeing them first time off the bat. Okay, Arching. I butcher this guy's name all the time, and I'm very sorry. Arachnid, actually, that is the correct pronunciation. Arachnid. So we have Root Riders again, as well as Valkyries, and as well as the same army that we saw recently in day one. And we also have some more of the Elite Barbarians. I call them Elite Barbarians. He has a Minion Prince. He has a Minion Prince's name. He doesn't have the King. Interesting having a Minion Prince. Now this time he has an action figure, as well as the Magic Mirror. He also has the Eternal Tome and the Healing Tome, and then the RC Rocket Spear and the Electro Boots. So you can see the only things changing really is having Electro Boots and then the Eternal Tome and the Healing Tome, but mostly with all Root Rider attacks, they always go that way. That's just how the Root Riders are situated with the best equipment for them. So RC's gonna work her way through with the charge. My guessing is he wants to get these and maybe the multi if he can get that far into the base. He has one more invisibility spell. He probably won't be able to get that much. Yeah, he's probably gonna end up on this. Ooh, he RC almost got smoked. That was really, really close. He does have a furnace to deal with, but he doesn't have a poison. That's pretty tough dealing with a furnace with no poison. Because all the time I normally see a lot of furnaces with any defensive CC. He drops the skeleton spell on the back end to deal with just a basic distract. That's what the skeleton spell in this army is for distraction, especially if you're going into a monolith or a very dangerous party base. So this kind of split off a lot. He has all the big ticket stuff in the middle, like having the multi, having the scatter shot, having the flame spinner. Everything literally went around. So I'm surprised he was able to triple this. I think the Giant Giant is really going to save this one. Yeah, the Giant Giant is actually going to save this one. Giant Giant actually saved this by just tanking. GG to the Giant Giant. Giant Giant actually literally saved that day because all of this was still up. Everything went to the outside. So it was pretty tough to get back in the middle. He was able to. GG to Arachnid. Nice attack. Now let's go over to day 3. See what we got in day 3. So we ended up facing champions 41 to 28. So they definitely had a lot of attacks that they didn't do. They have they put in some decent 2-stars. But we were able to triple a lot of the time. We did have a 1-star on our side, but it's totally fine. It happens. Sometimes you have 1-stars. You don't want 1-stars, but 1-stars always tend to happen. I had a miss to 95%. You guys will see that already. So It sucks, it sucks, it sucks. That's just how it is. So, Bighorn on the final base, number 15. There were a lot of mismatches and stuff, pretty lower accounts. So that happens, we're just going to 2-time max it. So he used the Queen charge. Normally I would use the Warden Walk because the Warden Walk is a bit easier to manipulate. But in this case, he decided to use the Queen charge to be able to help take out Lady Big ticket defenses because the Queen can take a little bit more damage than the Grand Warden, and that you can actually help push the Queen to one side with the Super Bowlers because I like to have the healers with the Super Bowlers. But he did pretty decent with this one, having the Queen do her own thing, and then if the Queen decided that she wanted to go with the pot, she can. Most of the time, she's gonna do her window shopping. But nice little Super Bowler smash. I like how Horn is doing his Super Bowler smashes. These, like I said, this is the first time I'm watching any of these hits, so he's doing pretty decent with his Super Bowler smash. I really like it. Really do like it. Nice hit by Bighorn. We saw one from Ethan. Now let's see Willoughby. Let's see how Willoughby does. So he has the Mass Dragons with the R. So this is the army I wanted to end up trying. I think it was a little different this one. What the pros were using. So I've seen its base like a lot. Sometimes I fireball it. This is really the first time I really see anyone RC charge it with the dragons. So let's see. It does have 3 multis though, so that's another good thing to having 3 multis instead of singles. But now we could just use the RC to get the singles out if they are. So RC charge, RC, the false got smoked. So poor false. He's gotta. That was almost bad. He's gonna get a town hall though. He doesn't have any more, so RC does go down. He drops his queen with his arrow, drops the siege brass out, back up the queen. Warden's ability, king at the top, just setting the funnel for the dragons. 3 multis too at the top end, so that's not another bad thing either. Having just multis, he doesn't have more spells, so this army can go pretty much YOLO, not having any spell support for the dragons. All the spell supports for the RC. So if you don't get any value with your RC, this army can get really tough because they are going to only have invisibility spells. The dragons might get hold upon the ice columns if they are ice columns in the CC. But nice attack by Willoughby. But it is a pretty much a tough army, especially if you don't have spell support. That's another bad thing. Not having spell support for the dragons, not having all the spell support for the RC, you need to get a lot of value because you're investing 11 invisibility spells for the RC charge. So, Nice Design versus Request and Leave. We ended up winning by 2 stars, 40 to 38. We did really good. We've been doing pretty decent. We put out some 2 stars, put out some triples, put a lot of triples. And that's always the best thing to do. Just try to get as many triples on the board as possible. It always works out for you. And the only thing you have to really worry about is if you have a miss. So, Bighorn again. Bighorn. He's been doing pretty decent and the latest shot his hits. Again, he's been doing a lot of Super Bowl smash. And this is technically the same base that he hit previously. He is going into the danger zone with his queen charge. So he doesn't have a headhunter, so this is a little risky. He does try to poison off for the witches. The CC missed one of them. Queen snipes her down. Ice comes down completely CC, so that was a full CC pull. Queen is gonna be battling these ice columns for a little bit. He drops his siege barracks as well. Down on the far left hand side, he drops his root. So he seems like he sends them in. Once he gets a little funnel, it seems like he just sends in everything as well. Some of the warlords are gonna walk. King got pulled in. Sorry, King actually was into the middle. Pops the King's ability, which is not too bad. RC is gonna work her way through. We're just gonna 2-time max a lot of these hits, just to show you guys how they work out. And this is going pretty decent. But yeah, normally I would use the Warden Wall, but I feel like in some cases you may need to use the Queen charge over the Warden Wall, especially if the Queen can't reach certain things. And the funnel might be better with the Queen besides the Warden. But nice little attack by Bighorn. Again, he probably used Super Bowlers his entire seems like he's working on them and he's doing pretty decent with the Super Bowlers as well. Next up, we have Sella, one of our clan leaders, as well as Bighorn. And let's see what our boy King Salapop ended up doing. Ooh, he's using throwers. I love it. I like to use the throwers. I've been using throwers of recently. They're not too bad. So we have some invisibility spells. We have some roots. We have some throwers, healers, furnaces as well. King has the spiky ball and the earthquake boots. Queen has the action figure as well as the arrow. Warden has rage gem as well as the fireball. So we're going to see some fireball action. And then the RC gets rocket spear as well as the boots. My gosh, I'm forgetting. So ground warden down with the rage gem. Got some blues down to take out that Wizard for defensive funnel. And exactly what. So you don't have the furnaces down behind to help the warden set up his fireball. He has 4 invisibility spells. And my guess is he's trying to get inside here. Just his setup alone tells me that he wants to get inside of here to help take out the CC, take out one of these fire spreaders or both of them, one of these scanners or both of them, or if he can try to maybe hit this is probably one of the more riskier fireballs, trying to hit like the spell tower. He's probably just gonna be satisfied with this and get all of that out. So, keep this going. The furnaces are doing perfect. He locks. Ooh, that is such a perfect play by Salo, using the ice block to lock up the warden's positioning. Because if the warden went down just maybe 2 more steps, it would have probably targeted this. So he ended up locking up the warden. That is such a perfect play. I didn't really see how that ice block in his army. That is such a perfect play. And he locks, yeah, exactly where we think he was gonna go. Fireballing right here. So that witch is gonna be turned into a smoked witch. But that's such a perfect play using. Oh, he ended up missing the CC, so that kind of sucks. So he's gonna drop in the Thors, and as well as the healers, pulls the warden back. So he had to not deal with the ice columns, which kind of sucks. He definitely didn't want to deal with the ice columns at all, but he has to deal with them. Pops the King's ability, Spiky Bob runs down the line. King is gonna go down the line now. Thor ended up going. He dropped his RC with the her rocket spares, so she's gonna throw. Everything is in the middle. He still has a revive spell as well. So this is such a good attack from Cello. Nice base recognition that you can get that fireball, and that's such a perfect play using that ice ball spell. That's really good play from Cello. Such a nice clean attacker. I really love watching him do his hits, and you can see why, because his base identification is really good, and he dropped a pretty nice fireball using the throwers. Great hit, so great hit. We're going over to day 5. Let's see what we got here. So day 5, we end up winning again against Proactive 2, 38 to 25. One of our lower hits, we did have a 1-star. 40 stars would have been like perfect here, but we ended up getting only 38. Totally fine. We still did pretty decent through War 1 and War 5. We wish we won War 2, especially with the no-show. It happens, it hurts, but it is what it is sometimes. So let's just look for other people that 3-starred, shall we? So Oil Machine, let's see what Oil Machine did here as well. So more dragons. He is using 4 clones, so he has a Yeti Bomb or Super Yeti Bomb, my guess. So 16 dragons, 4 balloons, minion prints with Angry Jelly. He has Dark Orb and Henchman Puppet. Queen has Queen has Giant Arrow as well as the action figure. Warden has Rage Gem and Eternal Tome. And the RC has Rocket Spear as well as the Electro Boots as well. So let's see what Oil Man can do here. Nice Giant Arrow getting one of the supers as well as that Invisibility Tower. spell tower. Drops in dragons over on this side. He drops in the Eternal Tome. Yep, Yeti Bomb exactly. So to just to destroy the center of this base. Everything is gonna work down and around now. Exactly what he wanted. He does have to worry about this sweeper though. That's the only problem. Um, Dragons are now in the tornado trap. Dragons at the top. They're gonna die off to that air defense. He does have Dark Orb still. Nice Dark Orb ability to help freeze that up and freeze up that sweeper, freeze up the fire spitter, freeze up the bull. So everything great ability, and he was able to smoke his way through the space. Nice hit, Oil Man. Nice hit, Oil Machine. Great attack. Nice hit. Nice hit, especially using the Yeti Bomb for the center of that base as well. So we got Bighorn again. And again, like I said, he's been using the Subora. So just so you can see the same setup with all the bases that he hit. This is literally how all of them were set up. The Town Hall number where the multi was, but all of them he identified that this is the base for his Subora Smash, and he ended up doing. So the Queen ended up sadly walking a little bit. He had to just redirect her with another Wall Breaker. Multi will go down, and now he's gonna set his funnel. So this is like a perfect funnel for Subora Smash, by the way. This compartment here, while breaking this compartment, I would have used a Warden Walk, because reason being, I would have Warden Walked a little bit, wall break here, wall break into here as well, and I would normally have a jump. So I would click the Town Hall instead of going directly to Town Hall, jump right here, and then jump to the back end if need be. So that's just how I would have done it, because I know where the Town Hall was, so to be able to clip the Town Hall instead of going directly to Town Hall to hit the Giga Bomb. But everything is going to work his way through. Not saying his was a bad idea, but everyone looks at bases differently. No one normally sees everything that you would see, or you would see something that someone didn't see. So it's not a bad. This was definitely not a bad ploy. So he was still able to go through. Main Prince is gonna be a bit of a pain. He always is, especially on defense. So he's gonna work his way through. Queen is alive still. Warden's alive. Warden's gonna help protect the Queen for a little bit longer. Queen is gonna go down here. He did have his ability. The Queen did have arrow. I don't know if that was a mistake, having arrow. And the Warden was literally holding on by a nose hair. Wow, this was such a close attack. Warden was holding on by a nose hair of health. Luckily, he had Phoenix on the Grand Warden. That was so risky. Almost risky enough that he ended up failing. But nice hit Bighorn. That was so close. Too close for comfort. So now we have Oil Baby. Same account. Man of Oil Baby. He drops in the he missed both of the he missed one of the sweepers, and he also missed the invisibility towers. He definitely probably wanted those. He drops his RC at the top. This basically a full send, sets his funnel pretty quickly, and then full send everything into the center of the base. So these invisibility towers will throw here, so it's going to be pretty tough to get the value he wanted. He still drops it in. This next invisibility tower will go off with the Town Hall. It doesn't go off yet. That was a pretty late for the invisibility tower. They were really literally on top of the Town Hall, and it didn't pop. It's interesting. I've seen that a lot recently. Troops will be hitting town, and the invisibility tower has like a little bit of a delay. So everything's still gonna work through. Dragons are working through. They are gonna hit this Giga Bomb, which is gonna be a little bit of a pain. Main Prince is probably gonna get smoked. Yes, Main Prince did. We're gonna work our way through this 2-time exit because you guys know there are triples already. Just to show you guys the base and the equipment levels. Minion Prince, same thing. Queen with the arrow, action figure, Warden Rage Gem, and Eternal Tome. And RC with the Rocket Spear as well as the electric boots. He does literally just straight ground RC's equipment for like the entire time. And as they switch up and using an RC charge, I want to have like the haste file or something with the electric boots, which actually helps pretty nice depending on what you're doing for your RC. So we're gonna nice little triple for old baby. Great at the top, great hit, nice hit for old baby. So we already showed off Bighorn as the tops. We also have kind of show yeah. Let's see Progaz. Let's see what he did. So he ended up doing some root wear at tops as well. He has 4 Yetis. So he has roots and Yetis. He also has two skeleton spells as well. They're not bad looking base. Pretty low level. Um, but not bad looking till 17. When it comes to development, I don't know how I would hit it, but let's see how Pro Guys ended up going against it. So Yetis, he just full send, just straight full send. He drops Yetis, one on the right side, one on the left hand side, and just straight full send into the middle. He has a battle blimp. Interesting. So he pops the Warden's ability. Remember the Warden's ability changed with um the change for the Eternal Tome. It doesn't give you the full last. When you go out of the Eternal Tome, you lose all ability of the Eternal Tome as well. So that's another interesting change. Well, he still has the skeleton spells. He dropped one in the middle, and I believe he's going to drop one on top of this first spitter. He hasn't just yet. Pops the King's ability. King only has Spiky Ball and he has the option. He has his barbarian ability. I haven't seen that ability in a long time. Then the Queen, same thing. Action figure and the Magic Mirror, Eternal Tome and Life Gem, and RC with the there you go, Hawk Puppet and thing. So I haven't seen the King use that ability in forever. But nice to hear from Pro Guys as well. Um, so we did pretty decent. 4-5. Let's look up and we already showed Bighorn's hit. But nice little day. We did 38-35. So now let's go over to day 6. We didn't have it. We didn't have a good one. They really tripled. They did a lot of triples. They didn't even hit one of our bases. They put up a really good jump off the bat, and we also had like 1 star and stuff. Not meaning the 1 star would have changed anything. You just got flat out tripled. They did really nice on their hits as well. So now Bighorn at number 14 gained Subora Smash. But you can see the difference of bases that he decided to Subora Smash. Some that I probably would not have. I would have to set up completely differently. But he did Subora Smash in some pretty interesting bases. He was able to get it done. He dropped his RC. I don't know if RC's that was probably a mistake. Maybe it's not. Maybe the RC was supposed to get the Town Hall. Yeah, he has invisibility spells. This is a completely different change. Yeah, it's a completely different change. He wants his RC to get a Town Hall. He doesn't have anything to help the RC though. So the RC will go down here. Yeah, the RC does go down. That was not a bad ploy. Just getting Town Hall all the way. You get the 1 star already. Drops his Queen with the healers, roots in the bottom. He drops the Siege Back, so he changed for the Siege Back. So really nice play from him. He does have Wall Breaker, but he has to worry the roots are gonna get his way through. Pops the Eternal Tome. Pops the King's ability as well. He freezes up on the left hand side as well as the Monolith. He does have a natural rage. He has one more freeze. He's probably gonna freeze the Fast Spitter, maybe if Fast Spitter does go down. Oh, he freezes the Scatter. Remember, he doesn't have his RC, so the RC would have probably done this herself, but he has to work his way around. But nice to deploy, be able to get the Town Hall out of the way. First thing first, using invisibility spells. So that's a great base identification that he was able to get the Town Hall out of the way and then be able to just go into one of these small compartments to then funnel. But great base identification, Bighorn. Really nice to be able to use the RC to take Town Hall out. But nice. You can just show you guys the equipment here. And the levels, just showing you that the levels from the equipment do matter. And great hit. Really great hit. Nice from Bighorn. All mini we showed Old Baby already. We showed Arachnid, Oxygen. Not really much more triples. Frost. Let's show Frost. Let's see what Frost did. So Frost. Okay, he has throwers again as well. I like to see throwers. Haven't seen throwers much of recently because of how slow and stuff they were. They were I basically branded them as a slower bowler, not gonna lie. But they're not too bad now with the changes that they got. So just gonna show you guys the equipment levels and equipment that they have on their heroes and stuff. Just show you guys them quickly. And he has a fireball. So let's see where he decides to fireball. My guess he could fireball anywhere to be honest. Oh, but he just went straight off the bat with the fireball for the monolith. Not too bad, not too bad. Drops 2 ice columns, drops the king's ability really, really early to open that compartment. He does have a log launcher as well. He drops his log launcher in. Queen is going to work in. RC's working through the dragons. He does have 2 availability spells. He drops his first freeze on the multi cannon because it was hammering the RC. Drops some cleanup around. RC's going to work it on the outside. This one look pretty much of a quote unquote full send. Set his funnel and they just went straight in. Throws are working their way through. The one thing with throws are like, yeah, a little bit tankier now. They could take a little bit of beating, not all the time, depending on defenses that are shooting them. So they don't do too bad, especially once they have stuff in front of them. If it's like mass throwers, they probably won't do too well. But once they have stuff in front of them that can tank well for them, I believe that they can do really, really well. Just like the soup bowlers, because soup bowlers are just as squishy. Once they have something in front of them, they do well. So nice little hit from Frost, be able to get that triple with the thrower smash. We call it the thrower smash. Nice hit from Frost, really, really good. Really, really good from Frost. Let's see Armini. See what he ended up doing here. Same thing with the dragons. So he's rocking the dragons for this belt. Not too bad. With 2 time exit, and I'm just gonna go through Giant Arrow and the Giant Arrow. Nice Giant Arrow to get one of the sweepers. Well, he didn't get a sweeper, just popped off one of the invisibility towers. Just showing you guys all the equipment and equipment levels. He drops in the Yeti bomb. He got them into the middle. He definitely wanted them all the way to the back end. To this cannon, he definitely gets it. You're probably gonna get his multi too if you're lucky. Yeah, he also got his multi. So he got from literally Town Hall all the way down to the back end of the base with the Yeti bomb. And drag 20 seconds left. They work their way through. Not bad dragons. The dragons are really strong. Dragons is strictly meta now. Either the RC Charger dragons. I haven't seen anything else. Many RC Charger dragons, Yeti Bomber dragons, the Super Yeti Bomber dragons. So the dragons are still really, really good. They've always been good. That is a given. It's always been really, really good. But nice little hit from Frost as well as our baby, as well as Bighorn, as well. But sadly, we weren't able to win. We weren't able to win this war. Team Elena did really, really well, and we ended up losing that war by a decent amount of stars, 7 stars to be exact. They did really, really well. So now we are on to Knights, Wizards in Arms. We ended up losing this war by percent, 38 to 38. We lost by percent. It sucked. It really did. It really did. I definitely probably could have done a way, way better. I don't remember if I tripled. I don't think I tripled this war. Did I triple this war? No, I didn't. So I'm gonna put on me because I should have tripled my base. I should have tripled my base and we would have won this war. So that is definitely on me. I really should have tripled. So let's see Iron. Let's see what Iron did. So nice little base, not too bad little setup, having the hook tower in the center and everything facing the hook tower. But he's gonna use some roots. He has some roots. He has some invisibility spells. So he's gonna work his way through. We're just gonna 2-time exit, see what he decides to get for RC. I'm just gonna show you guys the equipment. He has his healing the Vamp Sash. War RC just got smoked in the middle and just got destroyed. He also has Giant Gauntlet. Haven't seen Giant Gauntlet in a long time. I use Giant Gauntlet here every now and again. He has Ridge Gem and the Life Gem. He doesn't have Eternal Tome. That's interesting. I normally see the Eternal Tome, but no Eternal Tome this time. He does have a revive spell. He has 2 revive spells, probably for the RC. He hasn't popped the Warden's ability yet. Actually, there's no really Warden's ability to pop because it's just two passive abilities. Interesting. So he pops his King's ability with the Giant Golem. Remember, Giant Golem is still really, really good, especially with the very close compact bases. Giant Golem is still really good. He still has the RC to bring back to life. He brings back the. He doesn't bring back the RC. He brought back the Warden for the passive damage, passive ability. So there you go. Not too bad of hit. Interesting using not having Eternal Tome though. I haven't seen that much. Interesting not having Eternal Tome. That's not too bad. Nice little hit. Nice little hit from him. Let's see. Silver Fox. Let's see what Silver Fox ended up doing. So, more dragons. I like any dragons. Dragons are doing really good. So, no funnel, just straight full send. He pops all of his abilities really, really early. He drops in the Yeti Bomb. RC just got full snatched up by the snatched up by the hook tower and got killed. Dragons gonna work their way around. So this wasn't really much of a funnel, just straight up full send, to get us 1-2 star, and then it decided to do that. But not too bad, not too bad. So working his way through. Queen is on the outside, which she normally does. She does like to window shop a lot, so she's on the outside of the base. Dragon and the action figure is gonna work his way through. Just gonna show you guys the ability. Should show you guys the abilities that he can start. He has Dark Crown as well, so that's another nice ability as well. Haven't used Dark Crown yet because I haven't upgraded Dark Crown at all. But the Dark Crown with the minion prints with the straight dragons is like really, really good. So I eventually will try Dark Crown when I have it leveled up to a certain level. That is going to be pretty viable to actually use, in my opinion. So let's see Razmataz. Let's see Razmataz. Yes, let's see what he ended up doing. So more roots. He also has the overgrowth as well. So just going to show you guys the abilities again. I like to show you guys the abilities so you guys know what abilities are they using with their set of armies. So he has a flame flinger. Interesting flame flinger because there's a scramble. Interesting having the flame flinger. Let's do the max because I want to show you guys how quickly they can go through. So he's gonna let his flame flinger work. He only has a minute, so he probably tripled his way pretty quickly. Ice Golem down, Root Rider's down. He has a Druid, King, Queen, Warden, and the RC. Drops the RC right away. I normally don't drop my RC that early when it comes to using Red Army. He drops the Overgrowth in the middle of the base to freeze up everything. All those big defenses, both Fast Spitters, the Monolith, the Multi-Gear 3 freezes up again. Locks them up again, so they can't do too much damage. It can be a good thing and a bad thing too. Having those last defenses to be the end all, but everything is going through good. Nice freeze, great freeze actually, and leaving that middle of the base untouched by using the overgrowth spells. He was able to work around them, take out all the lower level damaging defenses to then go to finish off the higher defensive damage defensive, which would be the Monolith, the Up Tower, which we just pulled some stuff in, both Flame Spingers, both Flame Spitters, sorry, and the Multi-Gear Tower. So they did pretty decent. They did really decent, really nice hit, really good. Let's see one more hit from Bighorn. Again with supporters. Let's see which base he decided to do supporters on. This is more open style base. I wouldn't use supporters on this one, I don't think. Maybe it could. Yeah, maybe I could. If this wasn't here, maybe I could like funnel over here and then funnel here and then send them in. So yeah, I could see myself as supporters on this one. But let's see how he set it up. So Queen over on the far side with the healers. Drops in the Siege Blast on the bottom. He does have to deal with this tower, which is annoying. Just gonna show you guys the abilities always. Show you guys what we got. That's a Eternal Tome Healing Tome. And he also has the Hard Puppet as well as the boots as well. Electric boots. Subol is working it through. They're gonna have to worry about this Giga Bomb and that Poison Tower. Now, only one went over, which is not too bad. Nice freeze. Oh, well, one of the Subols has got yoinked. Another Subol got yoinked. Queen is in the middle. Queen's probably gonna get yoinked here. Nope, Queen did not get yoinked. Stabs the King's ability, stabs the RC's ability. Queen is gonna work here in the middle. Queen is still hanging on by a thread because both cannons were shooting her. She now goes down. Nice ability from the RC, and the RC is going to work his way through. Swags his King's ability basically, and he gets the triple. Nice hit, Bighorn. He probably used to bullet smash this entire week, and he did really, really, really good. But that's it for me, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Sadly, we lost by percent on this one. Really, really wish we won this one. If we did, we probably would have only ended up being second, maybe. But we didn't do too bad this week. Messi definitely kind of soiled it, but did pretty decent. So we ended up being second. I ended up getting some medals. This was our group. Nice group. So Request and Leave ended up being demoted as well as champions as well. So we stay in Master League 1. Hopefully we can get promoted next month. We really want to be promoted next month. Really, really hope we can. But as if you guys did enjoy this longer video, I'm sorry, probably not the best, but hope you guys enjoyed the longer videos, me just doing recaps. I want to eventually do live live attacks with my climates and stuff. Just watch them do their hits. I think it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. But as for me, I'll see you guys next time.